Hello and welcome back to Make Gladness after an exciting round of 64 Who Won and Who Lost.
We'll find out right after our theme song, played by Andrew.
I'm Andrew and this is my dad. And first we want to say a great thank you to everyone who voted in the first round. The participation in the round of 64 was amazing. We were just shy of 500 votes being cast.
That's right. People were voting and sharing the link, and we thank you very much for that. In addition to people all across the United States, we also had voters coming from Canada, from France, even as far away as Singapore.
Whoa! That's awesome. Let's keep it going in round 32.
Absolutely. In just a moment, we're going to take a look at the 32 winners of the first round and see who's going head-to-head in the second round. As with any good tournament, there were some blowouts and there were some upsets. There was also a handful of extremely close competitions that really came right down to the wire.
Swimming pools is definitely the one to beat. Grinding flavored chapstick down to the nub with the score of 439
To 43.
to 43. And from the thrill of victory to the agony of defeat, the overrated coffee brought their decaf game only for libraries to declare them overdue.
That's right. And in the closest contest of the first round, Baby Yoda suffered a heartbreaking defeat at the hands of Bubble Wrap, who started off slow, but then took the lead and never looked back. To get the reaction, we turn now to Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, how do you feel after that devastating loss? That's a tough one, pal.
Okay, time to look at the second round matchups. Reading a good book looks to turn another page and move past Walt Disney World. Next, we find the two teams with very different skill sets. Snow and talking on the phone, battling it out to make it to the Sweet 16.
Stuffed animals had to work pretty hard to overcome a very colorful crayons team, and their reward is getting to face the powerhouse swimming pools. Finishing out the happy region is napping versus the giant killer libraries in a must-watch game.
In the content region, number 1 seed Chocolate wants to step all over Bubble Wrap's hopes for an upset. Meanwhile, Compliments and Pizza tip off in a wonderful, outstanding, sharp-dressed meat lovers matchup.
They say it only takes 10 muscles to smile. Will that be enough to knock off the full-bodied exercising? And who will be the first to lie down and roll over when it's back rubs versus sleeping in?
Moving on to the other side of the bracket, Hugs takes on Stargazing in an out-of-this-world matchup, while the 12-seed Board Games looks to continue its ticket to ride by saying, "Sorry, you're in trouble," to the 4-seed Traveling.
Sunsets extinguished the Olympics torch and now looks to put pets in the doghouse, while flowers and birthdays meet up in the most festive match of the round of 32.
9-seed Fireworks completely demolished their first-round opponent, playing them like a drum. Can that momentum continue against the heavily favored Beach? The winner will either meet Rainbows or Cuddling in the Sweet 16.
I can't wait to see who comes out on top when it's the last day of school versus listening to music. And rounding out the round of 32, it's the soothing matchup of Gentle Rain versus Baby Giggles.
Looks like we have another great round of games on our hands. For all of you watching, just like last time, use the Google form with this video.
Then share the link.
Kids, adults, talking animals, everyone is invited to play.
That's right. Now we're going to take a closer look at two of the primetime matchups in this second round. Andrew, who's your pick?
Okay, my game to watch is Stuffed Animals versus Swimming Pool. Anything could happen in this game. These are two teams that do not get along together. There's been a lot of tears in the past when these two get together.
That's right. I remember in 2016 when you dropped Mr. Whiskers into the neighbor's pool.
Yeah, poor Mr. Whiskers. What is your game to watch?
My game is the Beach versus Fireworks. The Beach ran away early with its first round victory, but now it faces a 9-seed Fireworks team this round that absolutely dominated its opponent right from the tip-off.
Yes, Fireworks exploded in the first round, and they come into the second round looking to rain down all over the beach.
That's right. So, what are your matchups to watch? Do you have any predictions for who's going to win? Leave us a comment. And speaking of comments, some of you left a comment giving an answer to Andrew's last math question. Well, it's time to find out if you're right and get a new question. It's time for a math break.
Thanks to everyone who answered my question during the round of 64. I asked what would be the total number of matchups in the first 2 rounds. The answer is 48 matchups. This time, let's take a look at one of the matchups from the first round. Baby Yoda versus Bubble Wrap. Like we talked about earlier, this was a really close game. Baby Yoda got 231 votes, while Bubble Wrap got 251 votes. How many more votes did Bubble Wrap get than Baby Yoda? Be sure to leave your answer in the comments.
Well, that just about does it for the pregame show. Use the new Google form to vote for who you want to move on to the Sweet 16. Voting for this round ends on May 10th. And by the way, today is Andrew's birthday, so special shout out.
Thank you in advance for sharing this as much as possible. We look forward to seeing who advances in the round of the Sweet 16. For all of us here at the Pearson Network, I'm Andrew.
And I'm John. Stay glad, friends.
friends.